Hello, welcome back to Who Be an Actor. My name is Mukhari Masulu and I am an actor, and I hope this mic is working properly. Let me try and fix it. Let me try and fix the mic. See if that's better. Hope that's better. Hi, welcome back. By the time this comes out, it'll be a month since I last posted. Because I've been working. So Hi. It's a lot. So what had happened was, I had a sort of difficult time last year, with like coming back from COVID and stuff, and a few of my friends started booking amazing jobs, and I was being seen for amazing jobs but not booking the job, and it made me kind of go a little bit doubtful of myself. And because of that, I had a choice to make. That either I would believe the doubt or I would do something about the doubt. I could personally only tell myself, you can do it. To a certain point, I have to actively, physically do something about my condition in order for me to feel and agree with the feeling of better. So the month of March was a work month. I was lucky enough to start auditioning for some roles, which meant that I had to prepare for the auditions. So when you get scripts in or tapes in and stuff, or meetings in, you get sent a script and you have to work on it. If I'm doing that, I can't do that and, like, do this. I'm not one of those multitasking. Well, I am. That's not true. I am, but I was doing that, and when I wasn't doing that, telling myself that I'm okay, like, I am a good actor. I'm doing what I was born to do, and that was taking so much of my energy, so much of my time. Convincing my doubt to be quiet was taking too much of my time, so I went back to school. In March, I went back to school. I asked around, and some actors recommended a training camp, a retreat, and I was like, oh, I'm actually going to do this. Am I going to go on a retreat? It's like, people go on yoga retreats and they post about it, and people do this and people do that, and it's like, great for them. But, I don't sleep outside. God invented houses for me personally. He invented a house and central heating for me. I know he loves you too, but that was for me. And indoor plumbing, that was like, for me. So I was like, okay, so I did my research. I researched into it, and then the lady who runs it, Steph, she has an option on her website, Both Feet Acting. It's called the company's called Both Feet Acting, because you jump into it, both feet. She has an option where you can sort of meet with her over Zoom and have a chat to see if this is the right training for you. And I booked that, and then I forgot about it, and then I went about doing auditions and stuff, and then the meeting popped up in my calendar, and I was just like, oh crap, if I meet with this lady and I like her, then I'm going to have to go through with this. Or maybe she won't like me and I won't have to go through it. Or maybe she'll say that I'm like beyond help and she won't want to train me. Or she'll say I'm, perfectly fine and I don't need training. By the way, there's no such thing. Like, you can always brush up on your skills. So anyway, sorry for the noise. I'm in the city again. So anyway, I had the meeting with Steph, and she asked me what I needed. And I said, bear with me just for a moment. I'm just going to move this laptop because the fan belt is going. I'm so sorry. Did you get a face full? Did you just get a face full of chin? I'm so sorry. I had the meeting with Steph on Zoom, and she asked me what it is I wanted to work on, why I felt I needed to get away from everything, and to dedicate time specifically, because as an actor, you're always learning, whether it's watching something or reading something. You're constantly brushing up on your skills. Every time you warm up, you're brushing up on your skills. Every time you watch someone else's work, you're brushing up on your skills, subconsciously and sometimes consciously. So she's like, why can't you carry on doing what you're doing? Why do you need this specifically? And then I laid it out. I laid out what had been happening and what I'm wanting to work on. And she said, this is what she does. And then we had a conversation. We spoke for about 20 or so minutes. It was really, really good. And at the end of it, I was like, she's a wonderful person. And she had a 2-week sort of taster. Well, they're not tasters. They are training sessions. She has 2 days in London. And she's like, come to one of those, see if, you want to do this. Because I've done a little bit of Meisner in drama school, but I haven't done like it solidly. Mostly did Stanislavski and, bit of Chekhov training and things like that. So I was like, okay. And then I couldn't go because I had an audition. And then I couldn't go because of family emergencies. And it's like, isn't it just the way it is? Like when you think you're ready to do something, life kind of goes vroom. So then the top end of March, I couldn't make any videos because life was lifing. And then I couldn't go to the training session. I was like, you know what, it's fine. I'll go to the next one. It's fine. Running away from commitment. Running away from confronting things. Running away from solving a problem. Because maybe it won't be able to be solved. And that will be devastating. But Steph got in touch. And she's like, do you want to come? And I was like, yeah. But... And we sort of problem solved our way through the buts. She essentially helped me. Simplest way of putting it, I was finding reasons why I didn't need to take care of myself. And she made sure she wasn't one of them. So I ended up going for 2 weeks to Wales, and we worked every day, whether it was physical exercises or outdoor exercises, or we worked every day. And it was like being back in drama school without the fear of not being good enough. Because it doesn't matter here if I'm good enough. What matters is what it is I want to achieve, what it is I'm working through. And also it matters being present and being there with the other people and making sure that I am constantly showing up so that we can work, because it's not just about me in an ensemble. Even in a solo piece, it's never about you. It's about all of us. So if you're alone on stage the entire 90 minutes or 45 minutes, you are accompanied by your audience. And you're reacting to them, you're living off of them. And if you are on stage with 10 people or 20 people or 2 people, it's you and them. And if you're on set, it's you and the people behind the camera, even if you're trying not to, like, it's all alive. And you have to be there. So I'm back. I'm gonna find out if I can be much more revealing about what the training was like from Steph, or if that's, you know, an infringement of intellectual property, which, what I will say is I had a heaving good time, as in I worked and I was honest, and I learned that I can keep myself safe. So now if the doubt comes again, which is just my heart's way of trying to keep me safe by trying to pull me away from the possibility of disappointment, I can reassure myself that I can keep myself safe. I don't need to build walls. I don't need to run. I can walk forward. So, thank you for coming back. And thank you for your patience. I hope this video is worth the wait. I hope you're well. I really do. And I hope you're taking very, very good care of yourself. It's so important to be kind to yourself. It seems counterintuitive in a world and space where we have to achieve, that you be kind to yourself, regardless of whether or not you are achieving, and whatever that achievement is, whether it's passing an exam, or successfully crossing a street, or making dinner, or booking the job, or, you know, being a great parent, or whatever that achievement is. That doesn't have anything to do with you being kind to yourself. It really doesn't. Like, you should be kind to yourself all the time. That's not me saying no. That's not you giving yourself a soft landing. And even if it was, everyone deserves a soft landing. Everyone deserves a parachute. So be kind. And may God bless you. May He keep you. May He make His face to shine on you and be gracious to you. May He turn His countenance towards you and give you peace. May this year be full of good and great news for us both, for the both